Welcome to the Wrestling Rocks with a Side of Geek NXT Takeover Dallas WrestleMania. This is a long-ass title, man. I can't even say all this in one breath. I can't even say all this in one breath because I'm kind of breathless. I just screamed like I was already at WrestleMania, dude. This NXT was freaking insane.
Yeah, best NXT Takeover.
Oh, yeah, and honestly, like I said earlier, I don't watch them a whole lot, but good God, that was just like, I mean, man, I'm kind of speechless. A few of the matches were all right, but man, there's a couple I can't wait to get into.
Yeah.
Kyle, you with us?
Yeah, I'm here, man. It was definitely a great show. Definitely one for the ages. And WrestleMania definitely has some competition.
Oh, yeah. And the bad thing was I didn't think I would agree with that at all. But, man, after this event, I don't know, man. WrestleMania is going to – I mean, obviously they're going to step it up, but they kind of have to now. Like, that was that was exciting. And like, okay, we just need to start getting to the matches because I was about to start spurting Nakamura shit, and I can't yet. So let's just get rolling.
I can't wait.
It's trying to flow out already.
Oh, I can't wait, man.
See, that's what I'm saying. So, all right, first match of the night. I honestly did not expect this as the first match, but it was the tag team match.
It was a good start.
It was the Revival versus American Alpha.
Yeah.
And, dude, like I said earlier, like y'all said, man, I love those guys. Those guys were bad, dude.
There was a few botches.
Yeah, there was. Let's see, what was it? Was it Dash? I think. No.
It was a team move. The Revival missed a move.
Yeah, I don't even remember what it was, but I mean, it was a total miss. In fact, right after it happens, you could hear the crowd chanting,
"You fucked up."
Yeah, you fucked up. Yeah, it was pretty funny. But man, I think my favorite part, and I hate to say this because we had the whole Kurt Angle discussion earlier, but when Jordan ripped the straps down off his shoulders, all I saw was Angle. Like, that's what I saw, and I hated saying that. I hated saying that in my own head, but man, since he did that, I'm like, oh shit, I see Angle, and man, he's a bad dude, man.
He is, dude. I told you, man. They're both like two Kurt Angles, and it's amazing to see. I love it.
The thing that hurt me with this match was the fact that American Alpha did the same moveset that they did at a regular event. That's my only complaint. Is it really was the same thing, even though they didn't execute it the first time. It was the same thing the second time. I mean, it's not a lot to complain about. They did add a lot of it. A very technical match. It was very good. Few botches, from both teams. You could tell that American Alpha was nervous going into it, but I didn't expect some mess ups from the Revival. I guess that's where you can say, well,
what do you expect?
Maybe Enzo and Cass made them better.
Yeah. Now look, I'm going to say something, and this is what I said at the end of this match. It doesn't matter if I don't like anybody in the match. What gets me the most when I'm watching wrestling is to see something like this match. Now, granted, any true wrestling fans out there understand and know that generally going into a match, they all kind of have an idea of who's going to walk out the winner. Mm-hmm. But what truly gets me, what brought a freaking tear to my eye just in this match is when they put that belt in Jordan's hands. Because that dude did everything he could to not start bawling in the middle of that stage. Because even though you go into that match knowing you're walking out with the title, when that title touches your hands, it's like a transferal of power. It gives you that feeling. So even though you know it's going to happen, when it finally happens, it's overwhelming. And I mean, it did. It choked me up, dude, watching it.
I thought this was the best way possible they could have started up the match.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure.
Oh, I didn't expect it at all.
But here's the thing. It was the first takeover. We didn't see Triple H in the middle of the ring saying,
"This is good. Welcome to NXT Takeover."
Yeah. That was the first time.
Well, that's why, and you're not listening to me. And this has nothing to do with tonight, but I'm telling you, it's because Shane is already there working.
He's not in charge of NXT.
No, but Shane is already there working, and he's one of the top dogs. I'm telling you, dude.
I don't think so.
He's already there working on stuff. Anyways, we'll talk about that this weekend.
Maybe. Hopefully.
But yeah, so long story short, like I said, they obviously if they put the title in Jordan's hands, then the Revival won. No, I'm joking. American Alpha just murdered them.
And before we continue, if you have any questions in the chat, be sure to get in the chat, ask us questions.
Doesn't mean we're going to answer them.
Or debate with us.
Doesn't mean we're going to respond. But.
We'll respond.
I'm just going to ignore you. Yeah, we're just getting that. We're going to be like, oh, look, somebody's saying something. Go screw.
All right, moving on.
Yeah, sorry, I'm feeling like I want to play heel. I don't know why. I'm in heel mode.
No, we need a heel, man. We gotta have a heel.
Okay, well, fuck you, Kyle.
No, well, there you go.
All right, so moving on. Next match of the night.
This is PG era, man.
Hey, no, this ain't. Look, it's 11:30, motherfucking 6 at night. This is not PG no more, nigga.
Well,
This is late night, unedited wrestling rock.
Whoa, man.
I'm not even going to go.
Blake, you should see Blake's face. So, the next match. The match that... my first... All right, no, anyways, before we move on...
I do have my complaint with this one.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You go.
Well, I was just going to say, before we do move on, so everybody was 1 for 1 on the first one. We all called American Alpha. We all got it. Moving on. Baron Corbin and Austin Retard. I'm sorry, Austin Aries. I can't stand
This match
him.
was not on. This match
I
was
can't
not his fault.
stand Austin Aries.
But here's the thing: Baron Corbin
Dude,
is a
so
very
good.
slow wrestler. Every match he has is slow.
Yeah.
So instead of Baron Corbin having to pick up the pace a little bit,
They had to
Austin
bring
Aries had
Aries
to slow
down.
down. And you could tell during the match because Aries wasn't doing what he does in TNA at all. If you put him up against someone like Finn Balor or Apollo Crews, this is a different match.
Wait.
Yeah, he did. They didn't wrestle.
They didn't. I just thought
And
about that.
here's
There
the
was
thing.
no Apollo Crews
But
match.
here's the
Yeah,
thing,
that was
on-
really weird.
On every website, that match was on the card.
I just thought about that. There was no Apollo Crews match at all.
That match was on the card.
I didn't even
on
click
every
to that the
website.
whole event.
I did. I just didn't say anything about it.
Yeah, I didn't even
I
think
didn't
about
care
that.
about it.
But yeah, I mean, this honestly, and the bad thing was, I'm a big Baron Corbin
I will
fan.
give him this. He had a great.
It was his match,
It was a great
physical match.
No, the stuff he wore.
Oh man, his ringside
that
out. Oh, dude, I'll put it this way: when see, that's another thing with me though is I'm really big on the whole like persona look and all that. And when Baron Corbin walked out, man, I would wear that stuff on stage myself. Like that was my kind of look. So I mean, when a wrestler has a persona like that, I grab onto it, and I can't help it.
What was your take on the match though?
On the match, well, I mean, even though Austin Aries won, that was Baron Corbin's match.
We're not talking about that match yet.
Yeah, I mean,
Not yet.
you got to agree though. That was Baron Corbin's match. Like he fought that match better.
And I even told you, if we were judging off of who wrestled better and who dominated the match, Baron Corbin won the match all the way. But then again, Austin Aries couldn't do a lot.
Well, I know, but I mean, I don't know. It definitely wasn't the match of the night. If I had to put it, say, in the course of all 5 matches, I'd probably put it 4th, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
This was the weakest match of the night.
Yeah, I see.
I put it on the bottom. It's on the bottom.
Really? So you put it in 5th?
This was the weakest match of the night.
Yeah.
I put it in 4th only because, and we'll get to why I would put the women's match in 5th, and I'll tell you in a few.
Okay.
Blake just looked at me like, "Are you freaking kidding me?" So
no, it was a disappointment, man. Like, I mean, I understand. Yeah, I understand. Like, Aries can't do much with Corbin, but like, he ends it on a roll up. Like, come on, man. I want to see more moves out of him. He can do so much in his arsenal, and we didn't get to see it.
He couldn't though, because Corbin is a slow wrestler. He couldn't pick up the speed at all.
Yeah, I get that.
There's a lot of times Aries looked like he was going to hit some high flying stuff. But it was like Corbin was like, no, we're not having it happen. No.
Yeah, we're doing this in my pace.
Yeah. So, this was the weakest match. Now, yes, we were all two. No, Kyle and I were 2 for 2. Krys went 1 for 2 after this. But this next match, without a doubt.
Oh, match of the night.
Match of the night.
Like, and you know what, Kyle? I totally give you this. You called it. I agreed with you on it because I told you what you had to say. Dude, hands down, you can go check the posts on our page. Halfway through this match, I was calling it match of the night. Like, man, I like I said, and here's the thing: I've seen these two fight before back in the day, but the fact that Sami Zayn has got a new a new fighting style with because he's now Sami Zayn. God Almighty, dude, that was an amazing match.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, amazing, hands down, match of the night. Probably one of the best NXT matches I've ever seen. Like,
it really was. Yeah. And one thing I want to say before we get into it is that, so Krys, you already know Nakamura, right? You know him like for a while, you've seen him wrestle, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Blake, I want your opinion on him from the entrance to the end of the match. What your opinion is of Nakamura?
I'm not gonna lie, the entrance made me laugh because he just the way he walks, he's like moving.
Yes,
that's great.
It's the thing though, if you watch like New Japan wrestling, if you watch a lot of these Japanese wrestlers, they're extremely flamboyant.
And
that's their thing.
That's his swagger.
Yeah, it's a
funny
swagger
'cause it's
thing.
new.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna ask me what I thought, very physical, physical wrestler.
Oh yeah, he's amazing. I love him.
They had 4 minutes of trading freaking chest.
I love that. That was amazing. That was
blows.
amazing.
Yeah.
And the crowd loved it. They were loving it. No one was
Before we
bored.
continue, this is without a doubt the most physical NXT or wrestling event I've seen in a very long time.
Yeah, I mean, it was. And here's my thing. I know I'm skipping to the end of the match, but I like I said, I have this thing about emotion, about feels, about honor. Like, it's, because when it comes down to it, when you do something like that, just like with me and the whole music thing, it's you do it for that feeling. You don't do it for the money. If you do it for the money, you're out there for the wrong reason. If you do it to get that pop, if you're doing it just because you want to hear those people scream, that's the right reason. This was that freaking match. And the reason why I say that is because Nakamura at the end walked up, extended that hand of honor to Zayn. Zayn stood up. They shook hands, hugged. They held each other's hands. Like, that was a true trade of honor right there.
This had the loudest crowd. The crowd was the loudest at this and during this match.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was crazy whenever nose was busted open and he licks it and then spits it back out.
Yeah, like that. This ain't shit.
Ooh. But I don't think he did anything crazy. I think his style is new. And honestly, if I was a wrestler on the roster,
I'd kind of be afraid to fight him.
I would be, okay, well, let's get ready. Because if you looked at the both of them, when they walked out, they both had bruises and they had marks.
Seriously though, if I could only go back and watch one match of this, I would go back and watch that match 5 times over.
Oh, I'm going to.
That match was amazing.
That's where I don't agree, because this whole takeover event, other than Austin Aries versus Baron Corbin, which it was still a good match, is rewatchable. The entire thing's rewatchable.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. It is match of the night, but this was probably the tag team titles, without a doubt, was the match I was most invested to.
Yeah.
That's the only one I popped up and was like, yes! Whenever American Alpha won. I mean, Krys can vote for me here.
Yeah. I did too. But no, this for me was number 1 match easily.
Oh, yeah.
And
it was 10 out of 10.
Yeah, and number 2, as much, and we'll get to it, as much as I like the tag team match, number 2 for me was the was the championship match.
Yes,
which we'll get to in a couple minutes. But yeah, so of course, obviously Nakamura won. They're pushing Zayn up to WWE. But like I said,
his little honor.
That's what got me though. Is it wasn't just, hey, let's we're each other. You're good, I'm good, blah blah blah. It's the fact that It's the fact that Nakamura had the wherewithal to walk out and give Zayn that minute or two of his time.
Right.
Let him have that ring. Let him have that feel. Let him have that pop. Let him say goodbye. And then that's the way you should do it. That kind of brings me back to, I don't know if you remember, but there was I couldn't tell you the year, but the match with Triple H and Shawn Michaels way back at the very end. Let's see, I'm trying to remember. I don't remember who won even, but whoever it was that won, it was like the final match before I think it was before, I want to say Nash was going to WCW. And
the clique came out,
and the whole clique came out. Everybody walked into the ring. They all gave each other hugs. Completely ruined the storyline, but they didn't care.
Yeah.
That was that point of honor.
Triple H paid for it.
Oh yeah, he did. But that was their point of honor. They were saying, you know what? Screw this. We're going to do this the way we should because we're all brothers, and this is what should be done.
Yeah.
So, and that's what that reminded me of. Nakamura and Sami Zayn. It was that. You know what? I respect you. Respect me. Let's do this way.
Yeah, I honestly see. Since an outcome, Nakamura being a champion soon.
Yeah. Oh, I can see
sure.
it.
It's oh my god, it's that.
Yeah. Okay, so, man, I don't even want to get to the next match.
I thought this match was pretty good.
I love Bayley. I really do. And I told you I wasn't even going to want to talk about this match because it was just, to me, this was. What did I say? The Baron Corbin match was 4 out of 5. This to me was 5.
Really?
The only reason why this was 5 to me is because I don't like I can't even figure out how to put it. I don't what is Asuka? I don't know. Yeah. No, I love Bayley. I don't like her fighting style.
All women deserve it. All women need to be in the kitchen.
No, I don't like her fighting style. She seems to, what's the word, reserved to me. She doesn't, I especially, I would expect somebody, especially that comes out of that area, that genre, where she was brought from to come into NXT.
Are you talking about Asuka?
Yeah. I would expect her, I just don't like her. I don't like her style.
But she's reserved? Wait a minute. She's reserved.
She's the female Nakamura.
No, she was, dude. She was not
She
even
kicked the
close.
shit out of Bailey.
The first couple seconds of the match, she popped her in the jaw.
Yeah, but if you compare that whole match, beginning to end, she's not even close.
That was a very physical match.
Oh God, you're insane.
Were you on your phone the entire time?
I was, because I was so bored.
Oh
Are you
man,
kidding
That was the
me,
only
dude?
match that I literally looked up from my phone like 4 times.
no.
Dude,
Yeah,
you're
I
insane.
didn't.
And you missed Asuka hitting the shit out of Bailey.
Oh no, I saw it.
She
It just it didn't.
Asuka hurt Dana Brooke. That's why Dana Brooke can't wrestle.
I think the other reason why I didn't like it is because they didn't sell each other's blows as well as they should have.
What?
There was a lot that I'm just, man. I don't know.
I don't agree.
Maybe I'm sexist. I just didn't.
No,
I didn't
you're not
like the match.
safe. I can understand kind of what you're saying, but I don't.
No, I just didn't like the match, and that sucked because I really wanted to like the match. I love Bailey.
No.
I think the reason the biggest reason why it pisses me off on that match is Bailey should not have lost, whether they're calling her up or not. Bailey should not have lost her title by getting choked the fuck out.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
not.
know.
That's lame.
Would you rather her tap out and look weak?
No, I'd rather them beat the fuck out of each other and somebody get pinned.
I don't think Asuka. Wait, she has the kick, but I mean that's not going to put Bailey down.
Yeah, she doesn't really have like a move to where you
She
would
doesn't
like
have a
to pin
finisher
from.
like
She like only has a
her
submission.
submission. That's
Exactly
Asuka.
why I never liked Angle.
But
Dude,
Angle
did
had
you
the ankle spike.
But most of Angle's fighting was submission shit. I don't like submission wrestlers.
Because he's an Olympic wrestler.
Exactly, you just named it. He's an Olympic
but this
wrestler.
match has nothing to do with technicality. That's her move. She's a very physical wrestler.
I just don't
It's
like-
that's like AJ Styles. That's like you saying I don't like AJ Styles.
But he's not a
finisher
submission
is-
wrestler.
That's his finishing move. This
But
is
he's
submission.
not a submission wrestler.
Have you been watching wrestling lately?
Really? Really? Other than the last 2 weeks, I've been watching it about 16 years longer than you.
Then how does
Oh.
AJ Styles win his matches?
That's not my point.
But he's a submission wrestler. He gets in a lot of submission moves.
AJ Styles. Here's my thing. I've always been a high flyer person. Shawn Michaels, the Hardy Boys, Rey Mysterio, X-Pac. That's what I expected out of her. That's what I
I
expected
could have
out of
told
her.
you that wasn't going to happen.
And
You expected a high flyer out of her?
She's not my style.
She's not
wrestler.
Lita.
She's not my Lita. There you go. I mean, that's
She
like,
only had
to me-
one high flyer.
To me, that right there, that is the greatest women's wrestler ever. Lita.
I disagree.
Other than maybe Trish Stratus.
Trish Stratus is the greatest women's wrestler.
Yeah, that's like I said, other than Trish Stratus, but they're also best friends, so you kind of.
But then again, with the new generation of the Four Horsewomen, I think they might.
you never know.
Play.
I mean,
Not yet.
nowadays.
Not yet, but not yet. But I think they can.
No, I mean, with them changing it from Divas back to the Women's Championship, it's gonna give them a little bit of change there.
Gives them more respect.
Yeah. Because I think it's just the whole title of Divas. People are like, oh, they're a diva.
And I've been telling Kyle, we're gonna see a women's championship main event, something.
I know. Yeah, I agree with you there. We're gonna have it soon.
But here's the thing: if Bailey submits and taps out, it makes her look weak.
No,
Yes, it does.
not necessarily.
She
Yep.
passed out. That's pretty weak right there,
Thank
in
you.
my opinion.
Thank you.
I think it's
I would
weak passing
rather-
out.
I would rather tap out because I'm in so much pain that I can't handle it than go to sleep because she choked me.
So is Brock Lesnar weak?
I was just thinking about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you think Brock Lesnar's weak for passing out against Undertaker?
Yeah, because here's the thing. Most of those pass outs aren't real.
Okay, that one wasn't real at all.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So why make him look weak by passing out?
Because
why
he
not
doesn't
let him
submit.
tap? That's what I'm saying, though. That's where I disagree with some of their reasoning.
Okay, passing out is basically saying I'm not going to tap out. I have too much pride. I'm not going to tap out. I would rather pass out.
I'd rather just lay here and let him put me to sleep.
It's not like she's not fighting out of it.
I know. I'm just saying. To me, it's like I'd rather lay here and let them put me to sleep than actually try.
Admit defeat. You would rather say, okay, I'll lose.
Hey, it's a stronger man that can admit defeat than can go down without fighting.
Not when you're a champion.
It's hard to say. Man. It's hard to say.
It is. It really is. And I'm not trying to start no shit or nothing. It's just, I mean, that's how I look at it.
I don't like that she got choked out. No, I was surprised by it,
Dude.
but I'm okay with it.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If you could have seen Blake's face at me and Blake stared at each other for 2 minutes, going, "Oh, what the fuck?"
Yeah, I was
Because-
surprised. Like, wait, what? It looked
Yeah,
like everybody was
just-
surprised. Like, Oscar was surprised.
Oh yeah, like you
Oh,
just
okay.
didn't expect it. So, like I said, the only thing I don't know. I don't even know if that's the way it was actually.
Bailey took a beating that match.
Huh?
Bailey took a beating.
Yeah, and like I said, she's probably gonna get called up. They took the title.
What do you think, Kyle? Is she getting called up?
I mean, it could be that, or it could be the same exact situation where she wants to be a 2-time women's champion.
I think about it like this.
It could go either way.
You're losing Nikki. You're about to lose Brie. There's 2 of the women's.
Oh, we didn't say that on
WWE.
here. By the way, there's some breaking news. Nikki Bella has been told by her doctors that she will never be fully cleared to wrestle again.
Yep.
And Brie Bella has been reported that she's retiring after WrestleMania.
So that's why I say they probably are pulling Bailey up because they're losing 2 of their biggest
They're getting
stars.
rid of the divas.
Yeah.
And right now, Paige isn't on a good course.
Oh God,
of
and I
right
love
now
Paige. I am in love with Paige
because she's on Team Total Divas.
Yeah, but I'm so in love with Paige. I would marry that.
If I had to pick 2 people out of the Total Divas package to come up, it would be Natalya, because Natalya gets underrated. If you watch Roadblock, Natalya and Charlotte pulled one of the best matches of the night. Kyle,
I was actually playing a gig during Roadblock.
Okay, Natalya and Paige are the only 2 I would bring back.
See, I love Paige. I freaking absolutely love Paige.
So Asuka does win this match.
Yep.
At this point, Kyle and I are still perfect.
Yep. Y'all are 4 for 4. I was 2 for 2. I was 4 for 5. I only missed 1.
Yeah.
So I was 3 for 5.
Yes.
Yeah. So at this point, y'all were 4 for 4. I was 2 for 4.
Yes. Next match is the main event.
And y'all can both suck it.
Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe. Okay.
And I say y'all can both suck it because Finn Balor won.
Hang on. Kyle.
Yeah.
Floor is yours.
What was my prediction? Or what?
No, he said the floor is yours.
Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, well, I mean, the match started off great. The match started off like a fucking train wreck. I mean, in a good way, though. Like, holy shit, they headbutted Joe's right eye was bleeding.
Plus his eyebrow wide open.
When Joe threw Balor over the
oh my god,
that was hard. He was mad.
Joe was mad. He got really aggressive. Like I said, this is probably the most aggressive event.
Yeah, he knocked over a security guard too. Yeah, I don't know that was supposed to happen.
You know, I don't like how the match got stopped 3 or 4 times. I know 3 for sure.
Well, but they had to, otherwise it would get stopped.
But if you heard the crowd, they said, "Fuck PG, let him bleed, and fight you pussies."
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, because that's like the real crowd. That's why they're like the diehard crowd.
Oh, and before we move on, Bobby Roode
oh my God.
was in the crowd.
I was freaking out.
I had to get away from Blake at that point. He kind of had a little stiffy.
Dude, no, it's ridiculous to see that. Holy shit.
I mean, that basically
it is ridiculous to see Blake's little stiffy.
But that confirms him getting signed.
Yeah.
I mean, well, obviously.
For sure.
I mean, that's why I said. But see, man, I don't know. Like, here's my thing about this match. I was torn because, I wanted Finn Balor to win because he's my favorite NXT wrestler. If he comes up to WWE, when he comes up to WWE, he's going to be one of my favorite wrestlers. I love
What are they going to do with Balor Club? Because apparently Carl Anderson and
Doc Gallows
are coming up Monday.
Yeah. Well, see, that's what I'm saying.
And there's rumors that they're going to come in during
I'm
Mania.
torn on this because I wanted him to win because I love the guy.
To be completely
But
honest,
for him to win, he doesn't get called up yet.
To be completely honest with you, it seemed like Samoa Joe was very surprised that he lost.
Yeah.
But, Kyle, continue with your...
I know, we were like, the floor is yours, and then we didn't shut up.
No, yeah, it's fine. It's just... Yeah, like, the match ended as... I mean, it was a really physical match. It was honestly a great match. My issue with it, though, is they ended it with Finn Balor rolling up Joe. And like you said, Joe was so shocked that he lost. That's a terrible... You have a great pay-per-view. It was a 10 out of 10. And to the end, in my opinion, that messed it up. I hated they ended it like that. That, like, really... I told Blake, like, what the fuck just happened? Like, that should not have happened at all. That's how you end it? That's how you end a takeover? You have him roll up Joe? No, are you... How are you okay with that? That's so bad.
He rolled him up off his submission move.
I don't know. That's... No,
I will only agree with you, Blake, and the reasoning, even though...
Off a move that no one can get out of.
Here's my thing. I agree with you both. I agree with Kyle because, the ending, especially for something like that, should have been way more badass. But because I don't like submission wrestlers, the fact that Finn rolled him out of that submission to win, I dug that.
And by the way, Finn Balor and Sami Zayn are weak.
Oh yeah, because they've tapped out.
No.
Oh, well, because they've passed out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they're weak. They've still been champions.
Keep going.
That's just oh my god, it's so bad. I hate that so much. I mean, I get it. Yeah, but the thing I don't like though too is that Joe hits his muscle buster, Finn kicks out, but then Finn, yeah, he did hit the coup de grace, and then he picked him up for his whatever you want to call that, pickup. It looked, I don't know what to call it, a DDT of some kind, and then Joe reversed it. But still, it's I think it should have been Joe kicking out of the coup de grace or the fucking DDT or something to even it out, not make it to where Joe does his muscle buster, Finn kicks out, then Joe reverses out of Finn's DDT thing, and then just goes for the chokehold, and then Finn just reverses it and wins. I think that's a terrible way to end Takeover. You have an amazing show. You end on a main event that has a big story. They kick the shit out of each other on the last NXT, and you end on a roll up. You got to think like that. They ended on a roll up. You have to understand that. Come on, I understand. Like you said, him ending it you're okay with it. It's not okay. That's such a bad way to end such a pay-per-view. Imagine, say at Mania, it's Roman Reigns against Triple H. Imagine that match ending on a roll-up. That's the same comparison. I can understand
that. I'd be pissed.
It's the same comparison.
I'd be furious, yeah.
Everybody would that wouldn't happen because they're not technical wrestlers.
Right.
Finn Balor is a technical. Both of them are technical wrestlers.
Now, just really quick, because this just kind of came to my head, just dropping back a couple matches, back to the Nakamura-Sami Zayn match. Yeah. I pointed this out in the pre-show, how the fact that Sami Zayn's the only wrestler this weekend that's wrestling in both events. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what, when he wakes up Sunday to get ready for his next match, that dude was so hurting when he rolled out of that freaking ring. I feel bad for Sami Zayn come Sunday. Can you imagine how
he's in a ladder match?
That's what I'm saying. And beneficially for him, he's not in a singles match because he'd have to do a lot more work. But man, I seriously I feel bad for him waking up Sunday
to go. I got to wrestle. If he's losing or winning, he's got to take one big blow.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you saw how he was barely walking out of that ring. So I mean, that shows that he's a tough motherfucker, man. That they're not only are they willing to call him up, but they're willing to double book him in that weekend. You know what I mean?
He's getting day off though.
Oh well, yeah.
So, I mean, I'm
sure.
One
thing I do want to say. Yeah, what are you gonna say?
I was gonna say I'm sure the adrenaline's gonna rush so much because it's Mania.
Well, yeah.
It's not good. He's not gonna be worried about it.
I could probably go win a freaking match at Mania. My adrenaline kicked up.
Yeah, one thing I want to say
against Doink.
Yeah, against Doink. I forgot about Doink.
Or Hornswoggle or something. I'm 6'4", man. I might be able to take Hornswoggle.
Yeah, one thing I want to say about Nakamura I didn't bring up before is that you heard the pop he got at TakeOver because it was all the smart card. They knew him. He came out as entrance, did all the flamboyant stuff. The crowd was chanting King of Strong Style, all that good stuff, right? The thing I'm worried about is that eventually he's going to get moved up to the main roster. I'm worried about the crowd not liking him as much as the NXT crowd because the regular crowd doesn't know him well enough. I'm going to hate that. It's going to be so bad. That's with a lot of wrestlers actually that are in NXT because it's pretty much all the smart crowd. They all know them from other promotions, Ring of Honor, TNA, anything, just any other promotions like that, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and they being able to being moved up to the main roster. It's all it's mainly young crowd and then some adults and some smart crowd kind of thing. I'm worried about Nakamura, people like that getting moved up and not getting the recognition they deserve. That's why Finn really wants to stay in NXT. He has a great thing going right now. That's what I'm really worried about that.
Because what's the more superior product right now?
NXT. Well, I mean, it's opinion.
Why would you want to leave that?
I mean, it's a by opinion though. Because I mean, you could say by sales, it's WWE, but by popularity, maybe NXT.
I don't know. I think Bayley's now getting called up. Personally, I don't think Samoa Joe's getting called up.
No.
And I kept saying on and on and on and on that whoever wins this match or who the loser is getting called up. I have a feeling that he's not getting called up at all.
He's not going to. I promise you, he's not.
We honestly could see this story continue for the third match, but I don't know. I don't see it.
It's hard to see because Finn Balor's already won twice, and also something I actually thought was going to happen. Honestly, is that when Finn won and Joe was looking at him from the ramp, I thought Finn was going to turn his back, Joe was going to rush the ring, beat him down, and Bullet Club was going to come out. I really thought that. Well, I know it was going to happen, but I thought it was a possibility.
I did think that Joe was going to turn him back, but I don't know. It looked like Joe was not happy.
Oh, he wasn't at all. He was pissed.
Oh, no, he was pissed off.
He looked as shocked as we did, or at least as I did too. I was shocked as how it ended. What the hell? He was
not happy. Not at all. And that I think Joe should have won because I'm at that point where, okay, it's cool. Finn Balor is our champion, but it's time to move on. It really is time to move on from Finn Balor.
That's why we saw 2 titles.
He needs to get moved up.
He does.
Well,
I was going to say 3 title changes. I was expecting that, honestly.
Well, now the question is, what are we going to get from the Revival? Are they getting called up? I don't think so.
No, they won't. They still have time.
Oh.
They still have time.
But, I mean, now the biggest question is Bayley getting called up?
I think so.
I do too.
I really think so.
Because when she lost, it looked like she was upset, like as if, okay, man, this was my last one. I'm upset, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. I would have to say the worst match of the night was Austin Aries versus Baron Corbin.
I'll probably give you that.
The thing is that calling match of the night, it's truly very hard to call. We could say not for you, I mean, but it is very hard to call because the NXT Championship match was really good. The women's match was really good. The tag team match was really good. They all were really good. But I do think that doing it at 9 o'clock also hurt them. Doing it as late as they did.
See, that's what I was wondering.
Because it seemed like a lot of stuff was rushed.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think that might have hurt it. But, match of the night, because of how physical it was, I'm going to have to go with the NXT Championship match.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, too.
I have to give that match the match of the night 100%.
Honestly, I was probably going to until the ending. The ending honestly turned me off. And you could say I'm overreacting. I might be. Just that ending really turned me off from the whole match. I mean, the match was great.
Let's talk about the crowd, though.
The crowd was great. Oh, my God.
I am honestly scared for Roman Reigns. That was NXT TakeOver.
Oh, my God. Roman Reigns, he's that good thing he's not coming out of the crowd. He would get punched and everything.
I am scared for Roman Reigns.
Oh, he's gonna get booed out of the stadium. He's gonna come out like of the Titantron, like he's gonna walk out of the curtain, get booed, and just walk back out. It's gonna happen. Watch. He's gonna get booed so hard.
I am scared for the guy, but the crowd was amazing, 100%.
Yeah.
The thing is that there wasn't nearly as many people as there was at NXT Takeover Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to say this. Oh, man.
I'll have to say this. Oh, man.
This crowd, without a doubt, beat Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a given.
Yeah, and especially in Nakamura against Sami Zayn. Did you hear how interactive they were? They were, like, yelling. They were with it, like chanting yes the entire time when they were just, like, doing stuff. Like, when they were having the forearm battle, when, like, Nakamura was doing his thing, like, he was moving around the ring, doing, like, the hand motions, like, his kind of style. The crowd was loving it. They were into it so much. I mean, they were into, like, every match, but that match especially.
They were interactive through the entire thing.
Oh yeah, I think
from start to finish.
What was the smallest pop I heard? I hate to say that again, but was the women's match.
No.
And that was even. Oh well, no. I guess Baron.
They were very into that match too.
I was kind of not close to the TV there for that one.
I wasn't either. I was further back than you were.
No, I was outside smoking a cigarette.
I think the smallest pop and probably the one match they weren't into was the Austin Aries versus Baron Corbin match.
Yeah, probably. Now that you say that.
But then again, I don't blame Austin Aries, because Baron Corbin makes them slow down. He can't fight people that are agile and fast.
You think that so on the Baron Corbin thing, you think that's going to end up, putting him to the point where he's just done?
Done wrestling?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, okay. Here, let me put it this way. Let's say they brought Baron Corbin up right now, right? Who would you put him in the ring with to match him, to actually match Corbin?
Slower people.
Triple H, give me an example.
Reigns,
John
Cena.
Kane?
No, yeah, I'd go all the big guys.
That's what I'm thinking. Kane. So basically, Corbin, you're saying, if they do bring Corbin up, it's going to be one of those.
If they bring Corbin up,
he's going to be one of those big guys.
He needs so much work.
Well, yeah, but I mean, so basically, he'll be one of the big brutes, is what you're basically saying. He's the brute wrestler. The slower, tougher, stronger.
We can't call him a brute though, because he's not as tall.
Well, he's like 6'4", 6'5", huh?
Yeah, he's a pretty big dude.
He's pretty big.
I don't know. He needs a lot of work. I think he's their top heel right now. But if you make if you sign Bobby Roode, you make him a heel. Let me rephrase it. Samoa Joe's a top heel.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think Baron Corbin's number 2, but if you bring in Bobby Roode, Baron Corbin's instantly number 3.
Yeah, because Roode's going to take over for Samoa Joe, I guarantee you.
Yeah,
dude. Look at Roode. Just looking at him sitting in the audience, he looked pissed.
Joe's going to have to get moved up or face turn.
Yeah. I could see Joe being a face.
He's already been a face.
I know. I think he plays a much better heel.
That's the thing about Samoa Joe, though. He's so good that he can play both face and heel.
Right.
I think he's a better heel, though.
Well, see, that's like, to me, and I'm not even going to say that. Never mind. Because I'll just get yelled at by everybody, so never mind.
No, come on, say it.
I was just going to say, because I can't help it, he's my favorite wrestler right now. I truly think Reigns is good on both ends, too.
No.
I think he's a much better heel.
He would be... Here's the thing: if he was heel, he'd be perfect because he wouldn't get cheered if he was a heel.
Yeah.
He would still
I love Roman Reigns, dude. I can't.
And if he was a good face, he'd be getting cheered.
But here's the problem. That's where my problem comes in. Is I don't think it's on him.
No,
it's also on the company.
It's on him.
They pushed him too hard at the wrong times.
Hey man, you got tater tots.
I thought that was funny as hell.
That was stupid.
Okay, well, I mean, look, you want to talk about stupid? Let's talk about R-Truth and Goldust. That's stupid as shit, but it's funny as hell too.
They're more open than Roman Reigns.
Yeah. So, anyways, all in all, freaking Takeover was really, really badass. I give it to you guys. I don't usually dig Takeover. I don't usually dig NXT too much.
Are you going to tune in Wednesday?
Am I what?
You going to tune in Wednesday?
I'm going to tune in Thursday on Hulu because I have practice with the band on Wednesday.
But does this make you want to watch it?
Yeah, I'll be watching it more.
Not because you're doing the show.
No, and a lot of the reason why I hadn't been watching is just because I've been out so much that I've been trying to even catch up has been ridiculous.
And here's what's crazy. Krys says, dude, you need to watch NXT. It's really good.
I know. I'm the one who originally got Blake onto NXT. And I don't even pay attention to it.
NXT's so much better. He's like, oh, no, man. The main product's a lot better. No, it's not.
Once Blake starts disliking NXT, I'm like, what's wrong with you, man? NXT is the best.
Unless NXT gets rid of all their talent, NXT and WWE or the main roster can pick it up. I'm not going to say it. I'll never say NXT is a bad product.
Yeah.
Never will.
It'll always be good.
But before we go, Kyle, what would you rate this event?
I would give it. Can I do halves? Can I put a half in there?
Sure, man. You 1/3.
Hey, wait. So before we do this, look, I'm gonna put in a brand new thing, right? Every time we rate something, we're gonna rate it. Hold on. We're gonna rate it.
Why.
We're gonna no. It's gonna be from 1 to 5 insiguri's. 5 being the best, 1 being the worst. So Kyle, from 1 to 5
insiguri's though. Wait, who's insiguri's are we talking about?
Yeah, who's insiguri's?
Nakamura's.
I don't know.
Oh, damn.
Neville does have. Okay, look, you know what? We're gonna go with 1 to 5. Jeff Hardy insiguri's.
Neville still has a better insiguri.
I like Jeff Hardy better though. Shut up! This is my deal.
Oh my god, this is so ridiculous.
So 1 to 5 insiguri's, doesn't matter who the fuck they came from. What would you give it?
Would it matter?
Shut up. What would you give it, Kyle?
I'd give it a 4 out of 5. I would honestly give the show a 5 out of 5, but that ending of Finn Balor and Joe really turned me off. So I'd give it a 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5, Blake.
5.
5.
100%. Hang on.
Okay.
When I came into this, I told you guys when we did the 1 to 10, and if we were doing 1 to 10, I said I would give it a strong 8. I think it's going to be a strong 8 because of no stories. And like I said going into it, the fact that we are excited with no storyline is amazing, and it blew my expectations. And I would say 10 out of 10. So yeah, 5 out of 5, 100%.
Yeah.
I'll give you. Okay, look. What's really funny is Kyle asked if he could do like halves, and then he didn't.
Because since you changed to out of 5.
Give it a 4 out of 5. No. The only reason why
it would have been out of 10, it would have been 9.5.
Well, the only reason why I see that. The only reason why I say that is because I'm going to give it a 4.5. Only reason I'm going to give it a 4.5 is because of the women's match. I just didn't like the women's match. That's all it was.
Just think of all the wrestlers that look weak now.
They do, but I'm still going to watch.
I guarantee you, Shawn Michaels is one of them.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
So
still my favorite wrestler of all time. Anyways, so Dallas was awesome. Takeover was awesome. Blake.
Next question.
You notice he keeps coming up.
Here's
with
the thing. No, I was going to ask these anyway. Best match of the night, or which one stole the show and why?
Okay, Kyle, you first.
I'm not being biased, but Nakamura and Sami Zayn. No, I'm not being. Are you kidding me? Come on. No, Nakamura and Zayn. They stole the show. The crowd was in it the most. It was a brutal match. Like that forearm war was amazing to watch. And normally it would be boring for people to do it. Like if anybody else did it, it would have been boring. Them doing it was great to see the strength and the honor at the end, and seeing Zayn leave too. It was match of the night. That was a 10 out of 10 match for me.
I think John Cena versus the Batista was match of the night.
Oh, for sure. Actually, yeah, you take that.
I'm not totally sure about that. Doink and Hornswoggle kind of stole the whole thing.
All right.
No, match. Dude, I'm gonna completely freaking agree with Kyle on this. Look, man, you're lucky you're so damn far away. No,
right.
Seriously though, the reason why I think they stole the show is because from the moment that match started till the moment that match ended, that crowd didn't shut up. They didn't calm. They didn't quiet. They were going. In fact, they were going so strong that by the next match, they didn't have any oomph in them for a couple minutes. They were tired from the previous. Kyle, no more doing coke on the air, man.
Hey, man, that's not even me, dude.
This is why.
I saved that for other times, not for now.
Okay.
This is why you can't judge a match from the crowd.
We're sorry, we seem to be experiencing technical difficulties.
Please bear with us. They can't hear it.
You can't hear it?
They can't hear it.
How can they not hear that?
He's muted.
Oh, well, man, I'm sitting here hearing all kinds of wind and shit blowing.
Professional.
I just sound like an idiot.
Okay,
now. Thanks, guys.
This is why you can't judge the best match of the night off the crowd. Best match out of the night because of physicality and how good it was. Yeah, the ending's controversial. Was NXT Championship.
That was just the beginning, though. There wasn't a lot of physicality was just the beginning.
Hold on. But Blake, that's where, and I'm willing to bet you $100 that Kyle is going to agree with me on this. You may not think you can judge best match of the night by the crowd, but when it comes to who's buying those tickets and who's sitting in them seats and what match they agreed that they liked the most, which match they screamed the most, which match is going to be in the next event that they're going to show up and buy those same tickets to watch that match, it does matter. The crowd is the biggest reason. When that crowd pops, the people in the back, the corporate executives sitting at home watching, the people that are watching the stock options, the people that are watching Wall Street and the WWE stocks are going, the crowd's liking it, they're spending money, this is what we need to do.
Listen, Cena,
so in actuality, the crowd, shut up with your fucking Cena.
Oh my God.
In actuality, the crowd is the biggest reason. Just like, yet again, I've explained that being a musician, the biggest reason to get up there is to see those people sing your song back to you.
Okay, if we're going to go off the crowd pop, then yeah, Nakamura did get it, but...
It's not Nakamura, the whole match. That was a 24-minute match. From the beginning of that match till the end of that match, nobody shut up.
Did you count it?
Huh?
Did you count it?
It was actually 23-some-odd minutes. Yeah, I did check a little while ago.
No, but the NXT Championship, through the entire...
Oh, no, the championship was amazing.
Even though I did hate it, I did love the fact that the EMTs had to go out there and
stop times, yeah.
Because in my opinion, it was not a match; it was war.
Yeah, it was. It was a flat-out war. All right, so closing statements, arguments, concerns, opinions, or fuck-offs. Kyle.
Well, yeah, it was, like I said, it would have been a 10 out of 10 night, but that ending, it really just it did not sit well with me. So, like I said, would have been a 10 out of 10. I give it like a 9.5 out of 10. If that ending didn't happen, would have been a 10 out of 10 show. No matter who would have won in the ending, I don't care if Finn Balor would have won clean or dirty, or Joe would have won clean or dirty. It would have been a 10 out of 10, but yeah, that ending really just did not sit well with me. But in general, 10 out of 10 night, honestly.
And really quick, before we move on from you, the one match you're looking forward to this weekend over any other?
For Mania, I'm definitely looking forward to that Hell in a Cell match.
Nice. All right, Blake, on you.
I'll answer your question, but I do want to ask one more thing next.
Oh my! Do you see what I mean? This man, I swear to God,
he's got to one up you, man.
With questions written down.
Every question's a good question, though.
He keeps looking at his thumbs. Let me see your hand. Do you have shit written down?
Yeah, dude. I got my promos right here.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay. What was the question?
It's your freaking question. How am I supposed to?
No, your question.
My question. Overall, like what, if you have any final remarks, final comments, anything like that, and then the question.
I think this is the best NXT Takeover event. Every match was a 5-star match. I will give the Baron Corbin versus Austin Aries a 5.5 or 4.5 because
it was just about there.
Just about there. If Austin Aries could have done what he wanted to do and able to do, it would have been a 5-star match all the way. But what am I looking forward to at Mania?
What are you looking forward to? The one match over anything else?
That's hard
this weekend.
because
If you have to pick only one match, what would it
I
be?
don't want to agree with Kyle, but then again, I
Okay,
do.
you know what?
So I am.
You know you want to agree.
Hell in a Cell, Undertaker versus Shane, but it's a toss-up because Dean versus Brock's going to be really good too.
All right, well, unfortunately, as big... you got more, Blake?
No, I didn't ask my question yet.
Oh my God. I'm going to kill this man.
To the both of you, do you guys think
Nope.
that NXT Takeover Dallas will be better than WrestleMania?
No. Let me rephrase it. I hope not, because I will be in attendance.
But you know it has the potential.
It does have the potential, but here's my thing. They saw what NXT did. Now they're going to be damn sure that they top it. They have.
Here's
know
another
what I mean?
sad thing, though. None of those matches had stipulations.
Yeah.
4 matches going into Sunday has stipulations.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Hardcore Mania.
Exactly.
Ladder, street fight,
Yeah.
Hell in a Cell,
Yeah.
and if the rumors are true, then the title's going to be no DQ.
Yeah.
And that's a rumor, not 100%.
All right, so are you done asking your question?
I didn't answer mine.
You're fired.
I honestly think that TakeOver will be better than WrestleMania.
Really?
Yes.
All right, well, look, go. You already got my answer. Kyle, what do you think?
Takeover's not better than Mania. It's
Takeover
not. I really want to say Takeover is going to be better than Mania, but it's not. It's not going to happen.
It can't be. This is and this is where I'm going to answer the same question. I've already answered it. I don't think so, and that's only because this is going to be the WrestleMania with the most attendance in history. They're going to have the most stars that have ever been there. I'm telling you, they're going to blow the hell out of this WrestleMania. Now, as for what I'm looking forward to the most, everybody would assume I would say Triple H and Roman Reigns for the title. Unfortunately, I'm going to agree with you guys. The fact that I get to go watch Undertaker in what could possibly very well be his very last match in history, the fact that it's Hell in a Cell, and the fact that Shane is probably going to kill himself, that's the match I'm looking forward to the most.
We are converting over.
Do what? I think
Are
he
you
was
okay?
jacking off already. We're not even done. You're supposed to wait till we're done with the show, Kyle.
I'm trying to.
It's because I mentioned Roman Reigns. He's pulling up pictures of Reigns.
We are converting him over to not liking Reigns.
No, you're not converting me over to not liking Reigns.
Dude, you need to. Come on, man.
Yeah, but look, let me explain something really quick. Here's my thing.
Out of 100,000
I
people,
have
you're
to
going to
like Reigns, even if I disliked Reigns, because my 9-year-old daughter is absolutely obsessed with wrestling. She is bound and determined to become a female wrestler. She has an absolute 6-year plan when she turns the age that she can start training at the actual schools, and that's her favorite wrestler, so I have to support my daughter.
Here's a quick little story, though. So one day, Krys comes over with Abby, his daughter, and we're talking about Roman Reigns, and it's around WrestleMania season. And I ask her, who's going to win, Triple H or Roman Reigns? No, is it the Royal Rumble, or was it? No, it was Mania.
No, it was the Rumble.
Oh, well, I asked her, do you think Reigns is going to win the Rumble? She's like, heck yeah. She said, what about you? He's not going to win, Triple H. And I'm talking...
Dude, if looks could kill, my
you.
daughter looked like she was about to rip Blake's skin off and wear it around the house singing Hallelujah.
Oh, I wish she did.
It would have been really cool. But no. She was furious that he said that Reigns was going to lose. She actually got to watch the Rumble with us. She stayed. I kept her over here, and she got to stay up late, and she got to do the show list and everything. So it was really cool. But yeah, she's obsessed with Roman Reigns.
Did she cry when he got eliminated?
She didn't watch. She was too tired.
Yeah, she was starting to fall asleep by now.
Oh man.
But before Krys signs us off, be sure that if you are enjoying what you are listening to hit that like button and be sure to never miss another show.
And if you don't want to miss another show, you definitely have to go to our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/Wrestling Rocks with a Side of Geek.
Hit that subscribe button. That way you never miss another show. This weekend's going to be crazy. We have the NXT shows tonight. And if you want to hear our predictions, go back and listen. Tomorrow is not next big thing, Side of Geek. And possibly the Hall of Fame show.
I think we should do a Hall of Fame show tomorrow night after the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Now, the Side of Geek is going to be a very special Side of Geek. 3:05 tomorrow afternoon, me and Blake are going to go, and we're going to sit and watch Batman vs. Superman, and we're going to do a special Batman vs. Superman edition of Side of Geek. Yes. We're going to rip it apart.
Sunday will be WrestleMania prediction show and the after show. Mondays, of course, there's the Monday Night Review. Thursday's next big thing. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and Facebook, twitter.com/Wrestling Rocks. And on Facebook, you can either go facebook.com/Wrestling Rocks with a Side of Geek or search Wrestling Rocks with a Side of Geek.
All right, so I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you, talk to you, hear from you, and hopefully catch you at WrestleMania at AT&T. It's late. I can't talk. At AT&T Stadium in Dallas. And I've been saying Dallas. It's actually at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. We will be there in attendance. We'll be walking around. Thankfully, it's not going to be too hot because that would suck. Yes, Blake. All right, Shaggy. So, for Blake the Snake, for Kyle, for me, Chris Chaos, we'd like to thank you guys for tuning in, and have a good night.